Taylor Burke, The Importance of Higher Education. What is higher education? Higher education is any education level above the high school level, such as getting your associate's, bachelor's, master's, doctoral, and every other degree. Why do I think higher education is important? When I think of higher education, I think of it as an investment of our future. I think of it as a gateway of opportunity that is a very low-risk investment for very high rewards that will pay off for many years down the road. It is obvious that with time, the relationship between higher education and success will continue to grow, and over the years it will skyrocket. Over the years, the economy has changed drastically. Years ago, the economy was more manufacturer-based, whereas now it is more college-based. If it were 40 years ago today, the college degree would equal the average high school diploma. Nowadays, with higher education, graduates are offered more jobs. Researchers have shown between 2010 and 2018, 68% of jobs will require a degree. For an example, some jobs don't always need a higher education degree, but oftentimes require it. For an example, a dental hygienist can get a job without a degree, but they also nowadays many times require a degree. If you do have a degree, you will make an average of $53,000, whereas if you are working as a dental hygienist without a degree, you're only going to make about $30,000, being as in higher education is more economically efficient. People with higher education typically are going to earn more. Post-secondary education opportunity research states that every $1 that is spent on tuition will be replaced by $34 of lifetime income. Over the years, your average income will increase by 83%, making an average of $1.2 million more than someone that lacks a college degree. The average income for a high school dropout is $22,000, whereas if you attain your high school diploma, you're going to make around $30,000. But if you take the time to go get a college degree, whether it be your associate's, bachelor's, master's, or another degree, you're going to almost double that with making around $55,000 on average. So of course, it can be a little more or it could be a little less. Over the years, the unemployment rates have been steadily decreasing, but the Bureau of Labor Statistics state that people with a high school diploma hold 7.5% of the unemployment rate today, whereas a bachelor's degree only holds 4%. And unemployment rates are 10% lower for full-time workers with degrees opposed to those that only have a high school diploma. Not only is there the economical part of higher education, but there's also the emotional part. Studies have shown that people with higher degree often have higher quality of life. They tend to live longer, and that might be due to the better access of healthcare, which is oftentimes provided by long-term work fields. 8.5% of people with college degrees lack health insurance, whereas 37.5% of people that lack a college degree also lack health insurance. Along with health insurance, people that have a higher education often have better dietary practices. In 2009, there was a study done by the Center for Disease and Control Prevention that shows a group who smoked the least amount of people also held the highest education. Along with that, greater job satisfaction also comes with having a higher degree. It is also often told that if you find a job that you love, you'll never work another day in your life. I think that is a very true statement. If you find a job that you love going to work every day, it's more of a hobby than a job. And then it's like working for free. If you find a job that you like, you're also going to have higher self-esteem. You have to wake up every day knowing that you get to go and do something that you enjoy and love every day. Whereas if you're going to a job that you have to go just because you don't have a college degree, you're not going to feel good about yourself and you're not going to enjoy what you're doing. Also, you have a better understanding of people and working with others from very different backgrounds from different areas around the world. Not only will you, when you graduate college, have your college degree, but you also have skills that you retain from that higher education. You retain problem-solving skills and strategies that open to alternative solutions. You learn to deal with various types of people in different and effective ways and with all different backgrounds. When you go to apply for a job, they're going to hire people that know how to solve problems. They don't want somebody that just needs the answer. They want somebody that knows what they're doing and how they can solve it if something goes wrong no matter what. The college experience makes you rounder as a person. Yes, you sit in lecture halls listening to experts that will enhance you on the reading, thinking, and they ask you questions over various topics that one might not be around otherwise. You also learn to cooperate with others and work hand in hand with others at a more intensive level, which can be allied later in the workforce. When people are looking to hire people, they want to hire the most qualified person. If there's two people down left to be hired, and one person has a college degree and one does not, 9 times out of 10 they're going to pick the person with the college degree. A college degree determines that that person has a drive and motivation to finish what they start, and that looks good on any resume compared to somebody that lacks that. Oftentimes you hear people say that they choose not to go to college because of the cost. When I think of that, I just think that's an excuse for why people don't want to go to college. There are so many ways that you can reduce the tuition costs of colleges, starting with scholarships. Every year, there are millions and millions of dollars, nation, local, and worldwide, that go unclaimed due to the lack of people that have filled out scholarship forms. Scholarships are there for people to use for this exact reason. So it's the people that are lacking to take the time to fill out the applications that's really hurting themselves. Not only are there scholarships, but there's financial aid based off of your income or the person providing you's income every year. Along with scholarships and financial aid are student loans. Student loans are there to help you while you are in school, and then you can later pay off when you have a steady job. Over the past few decades, the enrollment for college has been steadily increasing. However, there's been a study that in 2022, the estimated people in college will increase by 3 million more people. That's growing 13.9% from 2012 to 2022. When people think of college, people think of going and sitting in lecture halls with 300 plus people, but that's not always the case. There are multiple different options out there for college education. Some can even start in high school. A lot of times these days, there are college credit courses offered in high school that will count both as college credit and high school credit. And oftentimes high schools will even pay for those classes, which will help reduce the costs of your college tuition down the road. There's also people that don't feel comfortable going to classes with people they don't know, so there's always a distance learning option for them. So you can also work a full-time job and take your classes online and still get the college education. Lastly, once everyone takes the time to understand how vital this can be, not only economically but emotionally as well, I think you too will see how this is a great investment for one's future and will gain knowledge and experience that you won't find elsewhere.